Greetings. Today I want to tackle the concept of special names in Python. Special names are identified by the characteristic 2 underlines in front and 2 underlines in back, to the left and to the right, of some letters in between. That's what a special name looks like, and they're very characteristic of Python. You'll find them everywhere. If I just do a dump of the special names or any of the names associated with an integer, you'll see that integers have lots and lots of special names associated with them. All I did there is I fed the number 2 to the dir function, which dumps out names associated with the number 2. Without going into much more detail there, let's open the module to the left and start using it. It's called rib-world, which I'll explain why in a moment. Now let's create 2 Python objects. I'll start at the top of the screen. We'll give them names, Sally and Fred. Now, when I add them using the addition operator, what happens? This operator plus is a trigger. It's actually triggering the special name add inside the guts of a snake, or a python we could say, one of its ribs. Now, what do I call these ribs or special names? Well, let's go look at this mnemonic slide, which gives you a sense of how a ship's shape is held by its ribs. This gives the under the skin shape of a ship. Same with snakes. They have lots of ribs. They give the snake its structure, its integrity. It's kind of like scaffolding. So that's a good way to think of special names. So in adding object 1 plus object 2, we get back Sally plus Fred as a string, because that's what I wrote for add to do. It takes the name of the first, the name of the second, and puts them together. What's really being run here is the add method, and we're welcome to just put it in directly as something literal. Now let's look at the set attribute special name. This gets triggered every time you try to assign an attribute to an object, a Python object. Object 1 is one of those Python objects. Let's say we want to say its length is 5 feet. Sorry, no can do. Why that happens is because the setattr or dunder setattr is blocking our ability to assign any new values to our object. That's an interesting, different way of overriding the dot operator. You can think of dot, like plus, as an operator. Finally, you see that in it itself is a special name. That is the constructor for any object. So when you actually create a new object, you're invoking in it simply by using parentheses after the name of the class, as you see on the right. When I put a string in there, such as silly Sarah, or just silly, then that gets assigned into the internal dictionary associated with each instance, and the key there is name. So dict is another special name in a sense, but it's not the name for a method. It's a name for a thing, whereas init is an actual method. It's a callable method. It takes arguments, but not dict. Dict is a dictionary, and here it's having a key, name, and it's being assigned the name. That's how come object 3 has a name. So you can see that you're getting deep into the guts of Python by beginning to master these special names. Operator overloading is a fairly advanced feature that not all languages support, such as Java. You can't change the meaning of the plus or the dot operator in your own classes within Java, but you can in Python, and this is partly what makes it such a hot and exciting language to use. Thank you.